Welcome back to the channel. Once again, if you guys like the content that we provide, to be sure to subscribe today so you don't miss any of the upcoming content. And while you're at it, be sure to share this video as well, because I became aware YouTube isn't really pushing these videos like they should be. So if you enjoy sprint car racing, if you enjoy dirt racing, and you want to keep up to date with what's going on throughout Indiana Sprint Week powered by Peak Performance, to be sure to share this video with everybody you know that loves dirt racing or maybe interested in dirt racing so they can stay up to date as well. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Night 5 of Indiana Sprint Week has just wrapped up here from the Circle City Raceway, just on the southeast side of Indianapolis. First time at this racetrack, you gotta say, this racetrack honestly reminds me a lot of when I grew up. Just kind of like the 90s vibe and the early 2000s vibe. It's just kind of stuck in that. I know it's a lot newer racetrack than that, but honestly, fantastic facility. This is a great facility to come watch sprint car racing or dirt racing in general. If you live in the Indianapolis area, go check this place out. The vantage points here are great. The food honestly is even great. I tried a tenderloin sandwich. That was actually pretty good. I was surprised by that. Somehow better than the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So that says a lot. Looking into today's race, however, night 5, race 4 of the ones that count for championship points, and incredible race. CJ Leary, the big story, comes out here, hasn't won all year long. I believe he went on a winless season in 2024 as well, from what they said, and just comes out here in the A-Main and just stomps a hole through the entire field. But the halfway point of the race had a massive lead over second place Mitchell Moles. But by the time he hit lap traffic, it allowed Mitchell to catch back up. A late race caution came out. CJ Leary hangs on and takes the victory after almost giving it away on the last lap when he rammed a cushion off of turn number 4. Solid race. Another story as well, of course, is the Sprint Week points itself. Briggs Danner came in here with a 28-point lead. He's going to lose a majority of that. We'll talk about the top 10 in points in a minute, but scored no points through qualifying, he was second in his heat, so he scored 7 there, but a 9th place finish, while Logan Seavey maxed out in the qualifying in the heats and then finished 5th. That's really going to close up as well for Kevin Thomas Jr., who once again finished 3rd. He's had a 5th, and then a 3rd, so he is really eyeing the championship. The only thing that's really hurting him is not being able to max out on the qualifying points like Logan Seavey has. That's the only thing that's really keeping him down and really out of the fight so much, but even then, he is right on the heels. He was 1 point out of second place. He's going to still be on Logan Seavey's heels as he enters Terre Haute. So, a lot to look forward to. Let's look at your highlights, courtesy of our friends over at Peak Performance.
Protect your vehicle with Peak Original Equipment Technology. Our formulas match the vehicle manufacturer's technology requirements so that we have the perfect match for every vehicle.
Robert Ballou and CJ Leary lead the field to tonight's 30-lap feature event as the green flag waved at Circle City Raceway, but it wouldn't last long, as before the field even hit turn 3, the caution would wave as Harley Burns and Logan Calderwood would make contact and cause a stack-up, collecting Cole Kirkman and Cale Drake, forcing a redo of the initial start. As the green flag fell once again, this time everyone would get away safely and CJ Leary would take the lead off the jump as Robert Ballou hang right on his tail trying to get back out front. By lap 6, Cal Cummins tried to pull the slide job heading into turn 1, but would hit the tires on the inside line, forcing his car up to the wall. Ballou would try to cross over to defend the spot, but as the two entered turn 3, they wouldn't give each other any room, and Ballou would go spinning into turn 3 to come to a rest in the cushion up against the wall. Kyle Cummins and Robert Ballou would both enter the work area and make it back for the restart. As the green came back out with less than 20 to go, it would be Mitchell Moles who would now chase CJ Leary for the lead, but not for long, as Leary quickly built a strong lead for the midpoint of the race, only losing it once he hit lap traffic by lap 20. The caution would wave once again, however, as debris was found in turn 4, giving us a 3-lap shootout to decide tonight's winner. On the last restart, Leary would once again start to open up the gap, and despite bobbling it over the cushion and giving Mitchell Moles a final shot at stealing it on the last lap, CJ Leary would hang on to score his first USAC sprint car win of 2025 on night 5 of Indiana Sprint Week. And looking at your top 10 following tonight's race at Circle City Raceway, CJ Leary scores his first win of the 2025 USAC Sprint Car Series here tonight, with Mitchell Moles just behind him in second, only 1700ths behind after almost once again, just like Briggs Danner last night at Kokomo, almost stealing on the final lap, came up just short. Kevin Thomas Jr., another third place finish. Strong night for him as he stays consistent in his championship fight for the Sprint Week title. The full throttle Shane Cottle finishes in fourth. Your hard charge night as well. Started outside the top 20, runs it all the way to fourth. Logan Seavey entered the points here tonight, second for Indiana Sprint Week. He has a quiet but successful and efficient A-main here at the Circle City Raceway. Gonna set himself up nicely as he heads to Terre Haute, a track he feels really confident about. Jake Swanson down in the 6th position. Hayden Reinbold down in 7th. Gunnar Setzer in 8th. Your points leader Briggs Danner down in 9th. A really struggling night. No points in qualifying. Finished second in the heat. A 9th place finish is going to erase a lot of the points that he had built up after Kokomo. And Carson Garrett in the number 2E once again rounds out the top 10. And looking at the unofficial point standings after tonight's race, Briggs Danner leaves Circle City, continuing to hold on to the Indiana Sprint Week points lead with 283 points. Now only 7 points ahead of Kevin Thomas Jr., who bumps himself up into the second, and Logan Seavey now only 1 point behind Kevin Thomas in third. Mitchell Moles now in the 4th position at 52 points back. Robert Ballou's tough night basically erases his shot at winning Indiana Sprint Week, now sitting in the 5th spot, 54 points back, with Jake Swanson still in 6th, 56 points back. Gunnar Setzer finds himself in the 7th spot, 71 points back, with CJ Leary, tonight's A-main winner, in the 8th spot, 74 points back, only 1 point ahead of Kyle Cummins, who had an incredible run up to the 11th or 12th spot. And Hayden Reinbold, yet again, holding on to a top 10 spot, 110 points back in the 10th position. CJ Leary, tonight's winner here at Circle City Raceway. First win of 2025 here at USAC. It's got to feel really good to come out of here with the A-main win.
Yeah, for sure. We've been on the struggle bus almost all year. We were close to winning a race in Florida in February, and since then we've just been searching. We've been not very good, and tonight was our night. You know, we were fast all night. We made some big changes before Sprint Week started, and obviously it's paying off. We've been pretty fast all night, every night. We just haven't had track position, so tonight we got our track position, and it was our race to lose. I feel like did my part as a driver and gave 100%. So almost gave it away on the last lap. Clobbered the cushion and recovered well. Made it a little bit more exciting than I'd hoped.
And, you know, by the midway point of the race, it seemed like you had a half-track lead over Mitchell Moles right before you hit lap traffic. Just what was it about this car and this track that really suited you so well to where when it came time for the A-main, you just took off like a rocket ship out there?
Yeah, so we'd won here before, and this place typically does build a big cushion, and I felt really good in our heat race, so we made some minor adjustments going into the feature. I knew starting on the front row we were going to have clean, open air to get out there and let our legs stretch. So I don't know, just this is my jam. Normally is a big cushion, and but it's just been a while, man. We've been struggling. We won a pavement Silver Crown race last Wednesday, and this is our first 2 times at victory lane all year. So sometimes losing that confidence as a driver just feels like you just get beat up. And I've had a heck of a personal life issues this year. 2025 just been rough. So it feels really good to park this thing in victory lane. Like I said, our guys have been working hard, and Sprint Week's a grueling week anyway. It's been 100 degrees every day, and to park this thing in victory lane for them, I know we'll be coming to Terre Haute with our guns loaded. Hopefully the rain stays away, and we can try and do this again.
You know, you talked about getting the win last Wednesday in a pavement sprint car race, but you'd always talk about when you end up on these winless streaks in sprint cars or even racing in general, you never know when that next win's coming. To finally get that monkey off your back and claim that feature win, that's got to feel really good.
Yeah, for sure. And to do it during Indiana Sprint Week is awesome. The big crowds, the big car counts, the competition, they come from all over, and they're right here in my backyard. I'm from Greenfield, Indiana. I'm about 20 minutes from here. So a lot of fans and friends and family here tonight, which was cool. So you know, this team's based out of Arizona, so they had a lot of friends and family here too. Our car owner Mike Burkhart wasn't here tonight. He had some work to tidy up before the rest of the week, so we'll be looking forward to him coming in tomorrow to put the final touches on the car. But can't thank all of our partners for you know, sticking with us through the tough times and running up and down the road. It's a grueling week. It's a grueling year. So to be in victory lane lane is just, man, it's a sign of relief because, you know, like you said, you go a long stretch there with no wins, and you just wonder if you still got it, or I don't know if you're going to win one this year, because sometimes you go on a dry spell and it just doesn't come. So like I said, we've been working really hard, and I knew it was coming. The first couple nights of sprint week, we were getting better and better. So with our track position tonight, I felt like it was our night.
And that is going to wrap the video here tonight from Circle City Raceway. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy all the coverage we have here. We have 3 more nights left. We're heading out to the action track in Terre Haute, Indiana. Going to be an exciting race out there. One of my favorite racetracks that I get to watch. I'm so excited to go out there and watch my first race in person. So if you enjoy dirt sprint car racing, if you like Indiana Sprint Week, just hit the subscribe button down below. Comment what you thought of the race and share this video with everybody you know so we can really grow these videos and get the views that it deserves. So thank you guys so much for watching. Follow me on all social media pages down below. Mighty Mac 03 on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And until tomorrow night in Terre Haute, Indiana, this has been Mighty Mac. We'll see you next time.